guys, Tyler Stokes, aka the Gaming Guy TRG, and welcome to an episode of WWE Supercard. This is episode number 27, and the team Road to Glory has concluded. And unfortunately, my team didn't do as good as I thought they would. They still did a great job in getting points, though. But before we go to look at the team points breakdown, we got through King Barrett, Brock Lesnar, Cameron, and the Stardust, and we were so close. We were less than 50 points away from getting Dolph Ziggler, but the opponents got hard enough to where they actually contended big time with us. When we got to this card, we basically started contending with opponents that were above our tier when you try to play +5 games. But we did end up getting Stardust, so that's a good thing because that is my first ever Superstar Survivor Pro. So let's go ahead and take a look at the team points breakdown and see who was at the top of the list. So we have Fozzy020690 with 416, Bear ZX3 with 300, TR Fake Hero with 189, me with 155, DJ Dallas 16 with 83, Frenzy Players with 75, Amazing L with 45, again he's the owner and he's this far down on the list, Nathan with 40, Aaron with 35, and Randall with 23. So everyone participated in some way, so all of you guys get a shout out, and all together we got 1,361 points, all adding up to almost getting Dolph Ziggler. The team was actually planning on getting the Finn Balor for a minute, but the thing is about that, there was gonna be no way, because as you went up through the cards, I noticed a theme. In the Ultra Rare, when we were on the Ultra Rare card, we faced people in the Ultra Rare tier. When we reached Brock Lesnar, we were facing opponents in the Epic tier. Then when we got to Legendary Cameron, we faced other opponents in the Legendary tier. Stardust, Survivor tier opponents. Dolph Ziggler, WrestleMania tier opponents. It's like, that's how the theme was for that event. But even though that event's over, we still have a singles Road to Glory coming up, and by God, a Diva is the freaking ultimate card for the event. And just yesterday, in one of the episodes, I was saying that hopefully they make a Road to Glory singles, like a singles Road to Glory, where you, yourself only, can get Diva as the event card, and by God it happened. The Supercard gods didn't listen to me, but they came up with the idea themselves, so congratulations on that, you guys. It's a great thing that they finally decided to do this. I'm either planning on getting to the Becky Lynch, because another Survivor Diva would be very beneficial at this point, and hopefully I can either get to her or Heath Slater. I'll try Carl Anderson, but with the amount of time I have, I don't know if I'm going to get to Carl Anderson or not, but I'm at least going to try to get to Heath Slater and complete him. It's too bad, too, because I think he was one of the cards in the more recent events, so yeah. But anyway, guys, without further ado, as we all know, it is day 5 of the December login. So I would like to welcome the big boy of the Shield, Roman Reigns. Another Legendary Pro to add to the collection is going to be great. Alright, so now we got that, we can turn the sound back on. Hold on, as soon as we exit the... with my face cam square in the way, I can't quite press the X to exit out of the login bonus square, so yeah. Apparently we have music on, the sound just isn't up. I'm a retard. Alright. We're good. Alright, so scroll past that, go to my cards. we did manage to get Stardust again, so we're going to begin the episode with Roman Reigns, though, because he's the more minor thing in this. By the way, that's epic for a freaking legendary card. No pun intended! So, let's improve this. General cards. Let's see now. Let's see. Got that Seth Rollins there, but I'd rather not get rid of that yet. Let's do Seth Rollins. Bruh! 19 out of 20? I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay, let's go to enhancements now. Select all of them except these two because I really want to keep like the ultra rares and up because those are actually beneficial compared to the rare ones. So that easily did it. There we go. Give him his tokens. Usually when I get the big boys like this, I usually like to upgrade one in stats and just go all out with the freaking ability on the other one. Now, I am going to have to give him one for this, so I'll just give him that. Alright, perfect. Now, let's combine our first ever legendary Pro Superstar. It is glorious. Alright, so let's go to, no more combinable cards except for Stardust, but we'll get to him in a minute. I think I'm going to feed that legendary Seth Rollins to him. So let's move over to Roman Reigns. He's going to be, you guys may think, oh my god, dude, you're just wasting your freaking time. That Roman Reigns card isn't going to be beneficial in anything. Well, people watching this, I beg to differ. This Roman Reigns card is going to help me out in Road to Glory and stuff like that. So, any improvements to my decks is always a good thing, no matter what decks they are. I mean, that's no joke either. So, let's go ahead. Scroll past that. Let's give him the Ultimate Warrior and Ted DiBiase. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That was dangerously close right there for him to be maxed out. Big boy's coming, guys. Don't worry. I mean, that big boy being Stardust down here. And he is actually going to be put back on my main roster of 5 cards. Mainly because he's basically going to beat out one of my WrestleMania cards. So he's going to replace one of my, WrestleMania cards. But, let's go to combinable. And there he is. That picture still looks better than this. That just looks absolutely retarded. But, let's go ahead and feed him that legendary Seth Rollins wherever he went. How's that legendary Bailey still here? Oh, it says in ranked deck. Okay, I was like, how the heck? Okay, let's feed him that. Perfect. Easy. All of his stats are over 1100. I know what I just said. I like boosting the guys, like the second card up in abilities. But, this card, yeah, his stats are bad enough to where I basically feel bad for him to the point where I have to boost, his stats in both. But, let's go ahead and combine these. It is glorious! But it is not good enough to take away the spot from my WrestleMania cards yet. It is far below that. There he is right here. Already beat Roman Reigns. Improve. Train. Let's see. Oh boy. Running out of options now is gonna be pretty bad. Oh god, keep these two out of the picture, please. Oh! All of them actually did it, okay. Alright, so he's got, okay, definitely boost in here and here. And there we go. Time to go and replace one of my WrestleMania cards. That's probably gonna be Jimmy. Jimmy's probably gonna be knocked out. Jimmy's finally knocked out of the main bunch of cards that I have. And we have two compatible tag teams now. We have an up and a down arrow for Stardust and Macho Man, and we have a left and right arrow for Enzo and Randy Orton. So that is freaking great, guys. Two compatible tag teams. Let's head off into wild mode and see what he does here. Well, you know, obviously he'll do the same thing, but you get my point. Of course, not nearly enough to get us up to WrestleMania Double Plus at this point, but eventually I will be able to get the right cards to send him up to WrestleMania Plus, but that probably won't be for a while for the login bonuses, because as you can see, we still got Gold Dust to go through, we still got Ryback to go through. It won't be until the night of Friday the 20th when I get the Miz that I will have no more WrestleMania cards in my deck, unless between now and then I somehow manage to get a WrestleMania Pro that maxes out at 5,000. Then they'll probably start out by being better than Kofi Kingston over here when I get him on Friday the 27th. Wow. Freaking getting two of the best cards in the login bonus this month on a Friday. Okay, moving on. Let's check out and see what he does to the Money in the Bank deck. Yeesh! Survivor Double Plus already. I seriously need to get these three down to the bottom out of here. I need to get these three out of here. Well, Finn Balor, you were not included in that. Will you stop picking up random things, Cursor? I'm trying to circle around these guys here. Okay, I'll just circle around them with Devon. These three guys just need to get out of here. I mean, they're basically outcasts right now compared to the rest of these guys. I mean, come on, a deck full of Survivor Pros, SummerSlams, Hardened cards, WrestleMania cards, Legendary Perfect Pros, and we still have Legendary Singles and Epic Pros down there. God. The rewards for this month is going to expire in 8 days. Today is, let's see, today is January 4th, so January 12th or January 13th is when it's supposed to expire. So either next Thursday or Friday is when it's supposed to expire, probably next Friday. But, let's see what he does to the King of the Ring deck, because he's obviously going to appear in there. Okay, why the crap did they put this thing in, thinking this was gonna be a good thing for the deck? What the crap? Get that crap out of my face. Just no right now, no. Oh my god. Yeah, looks like we're doing pretty good for the most part. Nothing really holding us back anymore. So let's go ahead and, just for a treat to show you guys, let's begin King of the Ring right now. Alright, I'm hoping to win a WrestleMania card from it at the very least, but if I don't, you could get a Survivor card from just making it to the, quarterfinals, so hey, I still need Survivor cards at this point for more Survivor Pros, but yeah, so it'll be good for me even if I get to the quarterfinals. As long as I qualify, I'll be fine. I'll get a good reward as long as I qualify at the very least at this point. But anyway, now that we finally got all the, actually, hold on a second. Sorry guys, I'm sorry. Let's see what he does here. Huh. Doesn't look like he actually did much. What about it? Will you please quit doing that? What about here? He doesn't do much, but hey, he's in the top 3 cards that I have now, mainly because he beats beats every single one of my, WrestleMania cards and Daniel Dirtface. Randomness. But anyway, let's move on. We'll start off, I guess, with Money in the Bank, because we haven't played Money in the Bank in a while. Old loading screen again. I mean, waiting on network thing. Guys, if I for some reason don't upload a video tomorrow night, our first big snowstorm, for the most part, is basically going to be rolling through here tomorrow. So, if you guys don't see any new videos on the channel by the time tomorrow hits, then, that will be the reason. The power, they said there could be possible power outages, coming with the snowstorm, so if I don't upload any new videos tomorrow at the usual time that I do, which is somewhere around 7 to 8 o'clock-ish, then you guys will know why. My power went out and I cannot upload videos because I obviously have no internet, but okay, so let's move on. Frame rate drops everywhere. Ironically, I didn't actually watch SmackDown last night. Like I said, I was getting ready for it after episode 26 last night, and right after I said that, I just said, screw it, I'm not gonna watch SmackDown. I'm so sorry, SmackDown, I just couldn't do it. Oh my god, that is so ironic that he has that same card up there. The only difference is that he's upgrading on speed and charisma. See, a lot of people just upgrade on like 1 or 2 stats. Like, they waste all the tokens on, like, 1 or 2 stats for this thing. And they like, oh my god! Sergeant Slaughter has a freaking WrestleMania card? Heh? I don't see how that makes sense. But okay. Please tell me speed was involved in that. We wouldn't have won anyway. Well, speed was involved. It was power and speed, but Tony didn't have enough speed because he sucks balls, even as a pro card, but he's my first ever Survivor Pro, so I guess I gotta worship him until something big enough comes in to replace him. That sounded wrong. God, that sounded so wrong. That sounded so gay and perverted. Oh my god, that was just so bad. Oh my god, anyway, let's regain composure here and continue on. But anyway guys, like I was saying a minute ago, if for some reason you don't see any new videos popping up on the channel tomorrow night around this time, you guys will know because the power probably went out. That's probably going to be the main reason, because our first mainstream snowstorm is blowing through tomorrow, and they said there is a chance that we're going to have power outages. So if we do end up having a few power outages around here, then there's no way that I'm going to be able to upload a video, because we obviously don't have a backup generator like many other people, and that means we won't have any internet. So I won't even be able to log into Supercard, period, which I hope doesn't happen, because that'll tarnish my streak for logging into WWE Supercard. I mean, I think I've logged in for at least 2 months in a row at this point, so I've logged in for over 60 days in a row. I haven't missed a day yet, so that's good. Isn't Luke Gallows a SummerSlam card? Oh, no, wait, that was Carl Anderson. Jesus. I expect Stardust to win a lot, because now he's, like, in my top 3 strongest cards. on most of my special event decks and in the Money in the Bank deck. And I noticed something. I haven't messed up nearly as much in, like, say, I'm talking in full sentences and I'm not stuttering or messing up nearly as much as I did yesterday, because if you watch the videos from yesterday and probably the past few videos for probably, say, like the weekend and this week, I have been messing up my dialogue so freaking bad. Like, I'd start stuttering and mispronouncing words and all that stuff almost well, basically once every sentence I'd be messing up my, I'd be saying things like, I'd be stuttering, I'd be misspelling and, mispronouncing words and all that stuff way more than I am in this video. Now, I'm not, even after 2 years on YouTube, I'm still saying the word, because I'm realizing that not a lot of big YouTubers say the word, anymore. Like, say when you first start out, you don't know what to say first on YouTube, like I did when I came on here probably like 2 years ago or something like that, and, I said, like every other freaking word I said. If you go back and watch my old pictures on the Krusty Krab videos with the crappy camera quality and all that stuff, you'll see that I used to stutter and all that stuff way more when I was recording those videos. But that is freaking unfair. Dude, that is just freaking unfair right there. Now, sometimes this mode will Jew you over big time, because even though I didn't have Randy, they still decided to put me up against a hardened card. That's the only downside to having strong cards and then having the rest being weaker cards than they expect you to have when you go up against these other cards that they throw in your face, because I think I lost like 2 out of 3 of the Money in the Bank bounce there because my cards weren't strong enough to combat against some of those others, because like I said, I didn't have Randy there, and yet they still managed to send hardened card flying at my face. Like, seriously? Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and play these ranked mode games, and I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. It's surprisingly been like 22 minutes already. By the time I was done proing out Roman Reigns, or should I say PROman Reigns? Okay, bad puns. And once I was done proing out Roman Reigns and Stardust, I noticed that we were already at like almost a 15-minute mark. I'm like, are you kidding me? That would have been the most boring video ever if I would have just posted a video showing me training up Roman Reigns and Stardust and saying, okay, that's the video. But luckily, we don't have to deal with the annoying time limit anymore, so who the crap cares? Now, from what I know for right now, I am going to be rebooting up Geometry Dash. Oh, that is so typical right there. I am going to be rebooting up the Geometry Dash series like I promised yesterday, because a couple days ago I did try to upload a couple videos showing me going through the base levels in Geometry Dash World to unlock the online levels, but I was having a bunch of trouble with that, and eventually the videos just started having a whole bunch of problems, like interruptions, and ads would pop up every 2 minutes, which they still will even when the series reboots with the online levels, and more. I just decided to say screw it and just waited out until I unlocked the online levels, which I did yesterday. I did this yesterday. So the series will be rebooted tonight after I finish this up. So yeah, just letting you guys know on that. And this commentary is way better than the commentary I've had basically for weeks now. God. It's like, most days, when you turn on that camera, you, despite the fact that you may have, despite the fact you may speak English well, you just, like, screw up your dialogue, like, 100 million times in one video, like, seriously. No matter how good you are at pronouncing words and talking in full sentences easily, you will mess up your dialogue and your freaking commentary more than you would expect, and basically that's what I've been doing for the past 2 years or so. It's not just been these past 2 weeks, it's been the past 2 years. Oh god. By the way, I did change Randy's picture in case you guys were wondering, because that picture, in my opinion, just looks so much better on that Randy Orton card than the other one did, in my opinion. And we're not going to pull anything spectacular from this, unfortunately. I wouldn't be pulling anything spectacular from the board unless I was in WrestleMania Double Plus. I mean, that's a surefire thing. But we are going to get through one more match here, and then despite the fact that the next bout will probably be refilled by the time we finish this one, I'm just going to go ahead and end off the episode. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Of course we picked Randy. I just had a brain fart here. Wow. It's like, probably like a week or so after Randy, after the Randy Orton login rewards bonus was given to basically everyone who logged in for that amount of days. Oh god, that's insulting. Crap. Anyway, hopefully I do pull WrestleMania Diva in the future. But moving on, I was saying that basically it's been like a week or so as of the recording of this video since Randy Orton Harden card was given to everyone who logged in for that amount of days, and yet everyone. While I've seen a lot of people who have had those Randy cards all the way maxed out, I have still seen a crap ton, and I mean a crap ton of people who have not had that Randy card maxed out at all. But anyway, guys, that finishes off this episode. It was great getting my first ever Survivor Pro and my first ever Legendary Pro Superstar in the same video. Sure, we didn't train up PROman REIGNS all the way up to his maximum ability yet, but we will probably in the next video. Speaking of the next video, in the next episode, we are going to start off on the singles Road to Glory. Who knows though, I'll probably be on like the legendary card by the time the first episode of Road to Glory comes out tomorrow night. But anyway, guys, this is Stardust, aka the Gaming Guy TWG. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, buy the game, play the game, beat the game, follow me on Twitter and Google+, and join the TWG army by subscribing here on YouTube, and like I said, following me on social media sites, including Twitter and Google+. But anyway, guys, peace, and I'm hoping to either get to this Becky Lynch or this Heath Slater by the time Road to Glory ends, and if I'm really lucky, I could possibly get to Carl Anderson. But the only guys that would really even be beneficial to my main decks right now would be Carl Anderson, because he's a SummerSlam card, and the only SummerSlam card I have in the deck right now is Enzo from last month's login bonus. Oh god, I better get out of here before I start messing up the commentary again. But anyway, guys, peace. And in case you all haven't noticed, the background picture and profile picture is, as well as my YouTube name overall, has changed. The name for the channel is now TWG Gaming and Reactions. It just sounds way more catchier. Way more catchier, even makes sense. I'm messing up the commentary. I need to get out of here, like, seriously, now. Okay, guys, peace. All the details about the name change are described in a video I posted probably like a day or two ago in the making of this video. Peace.